With 10 beekeepers in discussion, there will be 20 answers. I work with the 21st answer. I dare to be different. I call this the tech method.
G'day Beaks and Beaks to be. Are you curious about learning more about beekeeping?
I have been a beekeeper for over 55 years and rearing queen bees since the 1980s.
When I met Alan through my local beekeeping club, I knew nothing about bees.
The main purpose of this experiment is to save your good frames when they are in short supply and you are in need of drawn comb for your honey supers. Subscribe to learn more. Today is the 5th of December. I've just returned from a trip to the radiation plant Stereotech up at Narangba, and this is 4 hives that I've had to kill because of AFB disease. They are actually 4 high. I've taken off 2 honey, put them on trays and had the honey irradiated also. I'm now about to remove the frames of excess honey and work on the actual brood combs to try and save the combs. This is the second super, and as you can see, with the 2 frames that are removed, there are dead bees everywhere. This hive was very strong before it was euthanized. The top super has been removed and you can see there are dead bees everywhere. It breaks your heart to do this, but it's the only way to get rid of the disease. One way of sterilizing your hives and getting rid of the disease is by radiation. I find that this is the best by far. By transferring frames from hive to hive, AFB disease can be transmitted also. This particular brood frame has just come back from the radiation plant, has had the AFB disease in it, and now we're getting it ready to be scratched as an experiment. Disease is not something that you wish for. It is around and it depends on the beekeepers in your area to a large extent how clean they are by working their hives. We work the barrier system and have been working it for a number of years to reduce the amount of disease that can be transferred from hive to hive. We keep records of all our hives by a numbering system. I'm now scratching this brood to remove the cappings so the bees can clean out all those cells of the brood comb. When put on a strong hive, it will only take a couple of days for the bees to clean out all those cells. I've now finished the first super and is now ready to be placed on a strong hive. Each frame is marked with a date and IR referring to irradiation or irradiated. Outside is a couple of frames of pollen. This is this first particular super. As you can see, there's nearly a quarter of a super of bees dead in the bottom, plus what was on top of the excluder. Over here I've transferred frames of honey which have been irradiated, and I will feed those back to my nucleus hives or any hives that may need honey for their own stores. I've now moved that radiated super up to a hive that I have in my backyard, and I'm now going to put it on top above the excluder for the bees to clean it out. Hives must be free of disease when transferring supers from one hive to another.
Please like, subscribe and comment.
Super number 58 is now on top of this particular hive for cleaning out purposes. And there's the lid with more dead bees that died scraped off during the process. The next process is to remove all the dead bees, wash the supers and let them dry out, ready to be put back into production.
I'm finally whittling the supers down. I'm on my 4th super. Dead bees coming out of my ears. It is not recommended that any of these irradiated brood frames are placed in the brood super. Day 2 of this particular hive, the bees are cleaning out the irradiated combs that we scratched. You can see on the ground that the bees have been working overtime, cleaning out all the diseased, now sterilised brood from the brood combs. I raised the lid on the hive because I saw a number of bees trying to get out through the air vents. After the lid was raised, the bees started pouring out with bits and pieces of the old brood to clean the cells. It is now day 3 and I'm about to open the hive up to see how much of the material has been removed from the sterilised frames. This is one of the brood frames that was put in a couple of days ago and is now totally clean, ready for honey to be replaced in the cells. I'll leave this particular super on this hive for another couple of days so that they totally clean every particular cell before I put it onto another hive for filling with honey. It is generally about 2 or 3 days before all the cells are totally clean, ready for honey to be placed in the cells. Please like, subscribe and click the bell to my channels. Thanks for watching all Aussie content.